All right, we're going to wrap it up. Before we wrap it up, what I typically like to do is just go around the room really quick. And if you guys could just give me something you got out of today's class, what I call the gold nuggets. So I'm going to start off. I'm going to pick on you again, Randy. You've been here before. Just tell me tell us and tell our viewers here, what is a gold nugget you got out of today's class? What is the most important thing that said, wow, that is really cool, I could use this?
There's dozens. I think the thing for me that I observed today that kind of demystified everything was a simple WordPress site with just a couple pages, just a couple articles can do quite a bit. I have always thought that you needed this complicated program and scheme and all this back-end work, but with what we learned here today and some of the examples, it's pretty. With a little research, I think, and a little bit of time, it's a lot easier to get into the game than I thought previously. So learning WordPress for me is a big tool. It's a big thing that I need to accomplish. But I'd say that for me, so far, that's the biggest thing.
Thank you, Randy. Jeff?
I would say the biggest, outside of keeping it simple, the biggest thing for me is pick your passion and drill it down to a level that people are interested in. You can keep it simple and get your word out. Don't try to do things that you don't like or unrelated to what you want to do and what you like. Pick the passion.
Yes. Okay, for me, I think I'm going to go home and build a lot of new pages for the other 150 domains I own that have to do with home furnishings and what we do, and monetize them with AdSense to start out with. So we create that income, and then I'll add the content, and we'll go from there. But I think, I've got them all sitting there not making any money, so that's probably what we should do as well.
Well, there's something new called GTD, Getting Things Done, and you have just added to my plate big time. Because all of the stuff, there's so many ideas here and so much opportunity that if you can't go away with 14 different directions after your class, and I thank you for that, then it's your own fault. So to me, it's like focusing, making a list. What do I want to do first? Get those done. And they have this saying, do 10 before 10 a.m. So if you're an early riser, get up, knock 10 things out, and get them going. So.
All right, so for me, it was just kind of thinking about other ways you can market to your current people that are purchasing through your affiliate links, like the example that Roy gave with the beach wedding, thinking of other ways you can promote to them later on, through the follow-up series, after they get married and they're going to have a baby. So thinking about promoting baby stuff to them and just kind of going through like the common life cycle of them and thinking of more ways to promote to them outside of, the initial way that you got them as a customer.
Well, for me, it was all the questions to ask the affiliate managers before you even get started. I wrote down a whole list of them here, things like their refund policies, their payment methods, state restrictions, all that sort of thing. Because whenever you jump into something, whenever you get involved with something, it's all the fine print that catches you. And it's always good to have a list, understanding and knowing the important things to ask so you can have those questions answered so you can move in and move forward having a better understanding of exactly what it is that's involved and how you can get past the pitfalls and you can immediately start getting something done rather than getting tripped up later. So that was the biggest thing for me.
I think the biggest thing for me is basically, like taking care of business, getting the stuff done, and picking like one project and kind of like working on developing it versus trying to do like a million things at once. And definitely building a list. That's one thing I'm going to really focus on to get in the. I didn't realize how much of the affiliate marketing is actually emailing your list. So that was a big thing for me.
For me, I'm not really that technical of a person to begin with. My brain is a little bit scattered. I just do 40 things at once, and I'm not too good with all this stuff. Because for years I had businesses where I could just have an administrator or a secretary, would you do this for me, do that for me, and that was a long time to get that undone, because it used to be I always was the guy that said if it is to be, it's up to me, and I'd have to do all that stuff. Then I started realizing there were other people that really knew these type of things better than me. So a lot of this information about setting up the business first and then going after and all the things about the time allotted, the financing, running it as a business rather than as a hobby, that type of thing always gets my eye because I'm into the motivational stuff and all those things, and I've done it before many times. This is a little bit more technical than what I've done before. So a lot of this that we've gone through today just happens to be over my head because I'm just getting in it. But it's been very interesting. I've got lots of notes, and having the copies and everything will be very helpful.
It really isn't that technical, Doug. I mean, fine. Just, you understand how this all works today, I think. Or at least I hope you do. All right? You don't need to know how to build a WordPress website. You don't need to know how to hook up an Aweber. You don't need to know how to do an image. You just need to know where to find people that can do that stuff for you. Okay? And I think we shared that with you. You're coming like where I came from. I retired from law enforcement as a commander within the agency. All right? If I needed something done, I knew where to go to get it done. You're coming from a management, administrative position. That's what your world is. So you know how to manage people. So do what you do best. Manage people.